Let me tell you something.
Connor.
All right. So here's the deal. Y'all just going to have to let me go for about 5 minutes here. What happened Saturday night was not the result of that final call on the spot, which was wrong.
Can you fill me in? I did not watch.
Okay. So for those who didn't watch the game, it's 31-26. Late in the game, we're driving. It's 4th and 24. We complete the pass, get right at the first down marker, and the ref who spotted the ball was running in from the line of scrimmage. So he ran 24 yards behind the play. The spot was egregiously wrong. He may not have gotten there. He may have. I think he was right on it. But regardless, the spot was a full yard short. Earlier in the game, so that was not the first call that went against us. Earlier in the game, Tyler Barron, our guy, the stadium was so loud that Ole Miss ran what appeared to be a read option. The quarterback keeps the ball, and the stadium was so loud he thought he heard a whistle. There was no whistle. The play was going on. So Tyler runs up and just rips the ball out of his hands, takes it in for a touchdown. The ref runs with him like the play was live. And then they confer for a second, and they say, oh, well, his forward progress was stopped. There was no forward progress. He didn't run the ball. He literally just stood there, had it ripped out of his hands, and it went for a touchdown. So obviously in a 5-point game, that would have been the difference. A bunch of calls went against us. So after the spot with a minute left that ended up being a turnover on downs, some of the students started throwing trash onto the field. It delayed the game for 20 minutes. Terrible look. But they couldn't we still had 3 timeouts. We stopped them 3 times, get the ball back, return the punt out to the 50, get down near the red zone. Our quarterback gets hurt with 18 seconds left, so then we have to bring in the backup, and he had 2 plays. One of them hit off our guy's fingertips in the end zone for what would have been the game-winning touchdown, and then the last play was not good. He didn't throw the ball, and he ran out of bounds 10 yards short of the end zone. But anyway, all anybody talked about after the game obviously was the trash. Now, let me tell y'all something. Tennessee, for the better part of going on 2 decades now, a decade and a half, I guess, 2007 when Arian was there was the last time we won the East. But Lane Kiffin was there in 2009 and looked like he could have had Tennessee back to where it expects and should be. Then he leaves in the dead of night, leaves Tennessee in shambles, and since then we've been dog shit. So let me tell you something. When he comes back to Neyland Stadium, and the environment from I want Avery to talk about this afterwards because he was there. The environment from every person I know that was there, they say it was one of the, if not the best sporting environment they've ever been in their life. It was unbelievable. And for the SEC officiating to go down the way it did in that game, I think it was a what's the word I want to use? Completion. Just the straw that broke the camel's back for 12 years of being the butt of every joke, losing, being vilified by the national media as bad people.
Hey, bro, are you justifying niggas throwing trash on the field right now? Is that what you doing?
I don't condone it. I do understand it.
Is this a stance? I'm
being 100% serious. The things that were said in the national media by the same people who say this shit every time. They did it when the Schiano hire didn't happen. They do it every time they can because they score points in their little club when they shit on Tennessee fans. It's like their little code. Let me read.
Are you saying that Tennessee Volunteers fans should be a protected class?
Let me read you the lead from Pete Thamel's article that he wrote on Sunday morning.
Okay.
As the dozens and dozens of items flew down onto the field, everything from water bottles to a mustard bottle to a yellow golf ball, Tennessee's reputation as having the worst fan base in college football grew incrementally. As each item crashed to the turf, another piece of empirical evidence was added to a rich history of collective classlessness.